Welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with Scott and Andy.
Wow.
We're still singing. Well, it's Friday night. It's 9:30. That can only mean one thing. Panic!
It's 8:30. You mean it's Saturday morning and it's 8:30 and that can only mean one thing.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Glasgow Apollo Live with me, Scott MacArthur.
Are we on air?
We are, aye. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Good. Just checking.
And him, he's Andy Muir. I'll just say it because he's just sitting there playing with his hair,
Sorry.
you know.
Hey, not on my head.
Turn your mic up. You're too quiet. I can hear it, but you're too quiet.
I don't remember how to do that.
Oh, dear. This is our 60th episode, Andy, and you still can't use your bloody mic.
No, mic technique sadly lacking.
It's just terrible. So anyway, good evening, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. As always, it's great to see you all putting your hellos in the boxes. I'll say something in a minute about that. But if you're new, please put your name in the box and let us know where you're tuning in from, because we love it when new folk join us, as well as all you nutters that keep coming back every week. It's absolutely fabulous. It's been an interesting week, mate. What have you been up to?
Just sheltering from the rain.
It's been mad, hasn't it, over there?
Yes, has been pretty mad.
I mean, that you sent me a link, didn't you? And it was like, my God, it was like a cold day in Bell's Hill. It didn't look good at all, mate.
Well, it wasn't cold. It was just
persisting.
It was just persisting heavily.
Very heavily. That song, that Sass Jordan song. It's
days,
pissing down.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah,
it's a great song.
It was pouring down.
Yeah.
And
have you been listening to any music this week?
Well, yeah, but
he's not going to tell us. He's keeping us a secret because he's man of mystery.
Well, I listened to Marillion yesterday.
Excellent.
Much to the against the advice of Boots.
Oh, Boots
Stanley.
It was funny today because I've been listening to them, but I've been listening to the new Ghost album as well.
Oh yeah,
that's all right. You know, I quite like them. They're maturing. I wasn't sure about them at the beginning, but I think actually they're getting quite good. So, it's a bit the singer actually. It's funny because he's like, bleh, he's got this wee sort of voice. It's kind of, it doesn't quite match. You know, he's not as scary as his image is, but no, it's quite a good album actually.
Yeah. Did I listen to anything new? No.
Nothing new. No. Oh well.
Apart from that American Daft band, I think.
American. We're getting close. Come on. I mean, is it males, females?
No, remember I posted it. They're like AC/DC, but
I saw that.
all the 18th century gear. I've forgotten the name. The upper crust, the last crust, the upper crust. The upper crust of high society. God's
Oh,
gift to
see, that's what it's about.
society.
Right,
That's
okay.
where they got the name. So they do AC/DC stuff, but like
in the style of a Baroque.
Yeah. I got it. I saw it on one of my mates posted it on our group, and then I looked at it, and it was on Justin Hawkins Rides Again.
His show's quite good. I quite like his show.
His show is very good. They would go down well at the Apollo.
They wouldn't have the darkness.
And they do love Glasgow, you know.
And just imagine where they would have been if he hadn't got that wee glint in his eye when he thought he could go solo and fuck the band. Just imagine where they could have ended up.
I think there was other stuff involved.
Aye, well, yeah. There's a lot of white stuff involved, yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Anyway, good evening, Raymond. How you doing? 3 days till Raymond is doing his sponsored shave his hair off, folks.
Is he?
Raymond,
Oh,
if
right.
you put your link
Good
into
on
the thing, I'm sure folk will donate because it's for cancer. So good on you, Raymond. Good cause. Barry's in. Oh my God, Barry's in. That means we'll be having an exciting time later with Barry's status quo impersonations, which are always funny. Hello, all Facebook user. If you're a Facebook member and you've not clicked the wee link thing, then you should click the wee link thing. And Scott doesn't remember who the wee link thing is again, so it's on the top of the Facebook group. It's chat. Was it I?
How many shows
How many
have we done?
times? Not a professional at all. Hello, Scott and Andy, and good music lovers. Hello, how you doing? I think that's probably who's that now? Who do you think that is? You tell me who that is. I can't know who that is.
Facebook, what?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Hello, Anthony.
Ricky. It's not updating quicker here.
All right, I see. Ricky, how you doing? Nice to see you again. Fiona's back. Hello, Fiona. I missed you last week. Thanks for coming back. Kenny's in again. Hello, Kenny. Kenny Brown. Hiya. Oh dear, Boots is in, so we'll get some hassle. Hello, Boots. Happy. Can you imagine a year and a half ago thinking we'd still be doing this?
I think people watching are wondering that. What? Spent 60 hours with these guys? What? Over 60 hours?
Add it up. It must be 60 plus at least another 60 plus probably another 30. So it's about 150 hours of this stuff we've done.
Mate, we could get jobs in broadcasting with that kind of CVs.
God. Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Bamford's in. Hello, how you doing? Kenny Brown saying, here's a good one. Tiger Mothtail's new album, excellent. I totally agree, Kenny. You're a man of good taste. I think that guy is extraordinary. If you've never heard of Tiger Moth, what have you been doing, people? Google them, have a look.
I haven't heard of them, but
he's a single guy. He's don't just put it on and listen to it. I'm not saying anything else. Just no preconception.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
No, I'm not talking about the music. It's him I'm talking about. Just put it on and listen to it. Don't bother what you see. Just watch it. Listen to it.
Oh, but if you like it.
I like it, so you can probably gather what it's like. It's either going to be like Cry of Love or Rush, isn't it? It's going to be one of the two. My Ghost album popped through the letterbox today, but not played yet. It was actually Danny Hines reminded me this morning of it, Ian. Danny Hines, who was on the show, the singer from Weapon UK. And I stuck it on the Amazons and I listened to the whole thing because it was good. It's a good album. It's not bad at all. And the artwork looks quite funky, actually.
Here's a guy called Peter Carey.
Yeah.
He said, "Hi Scott, not being around lately. What's happening with the Loaders night?" Well, you can let us know that I'll let you know. There's a few tickets left.
Not many.
If you go to GlasgowApollo.com/tickets, you'll be magically transported to the Eventbrite website, and you can purchase a ticket if you so desire. If you don't. If you do, top work.
And there's only 7 left. I think there was 8 left last week. We've sold an amazing 1 ticket this week, so we've still got 7 left. So
scarcity is.
They're flying off the shelves. Anyway, and so yeah, Peter, have a look because they will go nearer the time. They will go, and I think I said this last week, but Tom Russell has said he's coming. He's able to make the new date as well, so that's terrific. Replying to Ian's, this is Ricky. Saw them in Alison Chains a few years ago. They are good live. Yeah, I think they are. I mean, I'd like to see them. I've not seen them live, but I'm quite interested. And Kenny saying, yeah, blind musician. This is the Tiger Moth guy. He's incredible guy. He doesn't look the part at all, but my God, he's some musician.
Okay.
Great songwriter. And actually, I have written to him, not about this show, but my other show, to ask him on, because he's a great storyteller as well. I was wanting to hear what he had to say for himself as a storyteller. So yeah,
I'll give it a go.
The guy. Have a go. Yeah, it's quite good. Go. The order of the album. Maybe somebody out there will have a comment on the order of the albums, but I think they're all pretty good, to be honest. Every single one of them. So
right.
Will we start where we normally start?
Confusion. Yes, let's go.
Confusion.
This is a land of confusion.
All right. Scripts. We have a pre-production meeting. We meet an hour before every week to plan the day, and he just does this every week. And then, of course, I'm supposed to do all the technical stuff, and I get that.
Yeah. You can't get the staff these days.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh, it looks great. Set the background's going, but that's fine.
Background. What's happened to that background? All right.
Black. It's a background.
Yeah. Well, that's
what you could do.
All right.
That's what you do. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, the Choral and Orchestral Union of Glasgow. Welcome to you guys. You are our second most played band ever.
75 years ago.
76 years ago. Yeah. Wow. My dad missed that gig by. He was only 2. Too young for that gig. He wouldn't have got in. Maybe he would have. I don't know. Anyway, the Choral and the Orchestral Union played Saturday. Okay, these two guys. They played 2 dates in the late 40s. Right?
Are they still going?
Well, that's the Scottish Symphony Orchestra now.
Oh, is it? Right. Okay. So they're still going. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So they're still going. That's the SNO. Deep Purple, Heads, Hands and Feet played March the 5th, 1971. How do we listen to Head, Hands and Feet? I'll just stick to Deep Purple, thank you.
That was quite subtle.
Nah, they're all right. They're of their time, mate. They're of their time. Definitely of their time. Probably at the time I would have liked them, but I don't know. I was 3, so
yeah.
Just
before our time. I'd like to have seen them back then. Deep Purple. I'm jealous.
Oh yeah.
Boots saying, Fireball, what a night. They were
I had to listen to that album last night. Whoa.
Did you?
Very good.
They're just superb. I mean, they were utterly well. It's funny. I watched. They were on telly the other night. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Peter, sorry, just to cover this before we go on. It's the 17th of June. Peter is the rescheduled date. Why are these things keep coming on? There we go. Yeah, Deep Purple. I mean, I watched them the other night, and if I'm absolutely honest, it felt quite sad because there was these sort of 5 old men walking onto the stage, and I felt really quite sad watching it.
Right.
Because they're still good.
Saw your future.
I know. Well, yeah, but I mean, Ian Gillan was one of my heroes, absolute hero of mine when I was a kid, and he can't sing the way. I mean, he can still sing, but he's not like what James LeBride from Dream Theatre. He doesn't pretend to sing and mime all the time, but he doesn't do a Paul Stanley. But I don't know. Sometimes you think maybe just stop. But I know folks still enjoy them. And the last album, I didn't think it was great, but I know a few folk on here liked it. So hey, what do I know?
Right.
But
I don't know.
Anyway, what do I know?
But anyway, when I was listening to it, I was going, "Holy moly, that guy is some singer."
Oh,
the screams he does is
unbelievable.
No wonder he doesn't have any voice left.
No, exactly.
Some screams in there. The Rolling Stones and the Groundhogs played March the 8th, 1971. I'll let you know there's going to be no T-shirts from them.
No,
because they don't like that.
They're one of them, are they?
They're one of them.
Oh.
Yeah. So them, T-Rex, and the Black Sabbaths. Well,
explain.
Anyway.
Tell folk what's been happening. What's been happening with the T-shirt? Tell them. It's important.
All right. So when I make a T-shirt, I put it on the website to make them, and then I get with the Black Sabbath one, I got a message almost an hour later or something. But the T-Rex one took 3 or 4 days to come back and tell me that there was a DCMA which I don't know what that means, but it means no, you cannot use this name because it's a copyrighted name. But like I was saying to Scott a while ago, a couple of days ago, I don't actually see it as a band T-shirt. I see it as an Apollo T-shirt, and they're on it.
Absolutely.
And
it's not like, you know, particularly, I mean, T-Rex is an example. I mean, they don't sell any records anymore.
No.
They're all dead. Surely it's a positive thing for them that people are talking about them. You know, I just don't understand it.
I wouldn't mind if they just took. We're getting sort of Rick Beato-ish, but
it's quite Rick Beato's right.
They should take a slice of the of the money that's made. At least.
Yeah, they're very welcome. And not 1% of every T-shirt we sell. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, mate, they'll be coining.
But no, it's not fun. It's not funny though. I mean, it's like bands like the Stones and Sabbath don't need to be banning folk who are fans for using tickets that have got fuck all to do with them on you know, a niche group in Scotland that, you know, it's just trying to have a bit of fun. I mean, I don't get it. It really hacks me off.
Yeah.
Does it? Yeah, it does. But especially the wee bands, you know, like T-Rex. I mean, come on, sell about what 5 records every year nowadays. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
God, you know,
I don't know. So now I'll have to put in their name in the T-shirt site just to check that it's actually there. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
So Rolling Stones played. That would have been a top-notch gig, no doubt. I had to listen to some Stones. What was I watching the other night? I watched this concert yesterday from New York. It had Keith Richards on it. It was live at the time. It was live streamed.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very good. You'll find it on YouTube. I forgot the name of it, but it was good. Black Sabbath, Badger, Necromandus. Oh, Badgers. They played Friday, March the 9th, 1973, 49 years ago. I do like that the Black Sabbath. That's good. That was I liked them then. They were good. I liked them all. I like Black Sabbath. Didn't listen to any Badger. Didn't listen to any Necromandus. But
what do you reckon? Is Badger up there one of the worst names of all time?
Yeah, it's pretty.
What do you reckon? What, Fanny Badger?
Fanny Badger.
That's a name for a band.
Fanny Badger.
And Necromandus. That would be one that Liam, who tunes in to the Zoom, would like. He'd like that because that sounds like a death metal band, doesn't it? We are Necromandus.
It does sound like a death metal band. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are Necromandus.
I bet that's more like what it was like, actually.
No. It was probably doom-laden rock music. Okay, Bill Haley in the comments, supported by Shakin' Stevens and the Sunsets. 1974, March the 10th, a Sunday night, a brilliant night, probably in Glasgow that night.
Yeah.
I had a wee listen to Bill Haley in the comments, and I was thinking, was that actually his real name? Because that'd be fortuitous. That he found a band called the Comets and then joined up with them.
Amazing. Pure luck, mate.
Pure luck. I
would have liked to be to that because he was a crafty old sod, was Bill Haley.
Was he? Oh,
I liked his music. I mean, he was the man.
Oh no, I do. My dad used to play me some. I remember him playing some Bill Haley to me. I'm going, oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like it.
And I don't like the way he's reinvented himself as a comedian these days. It's not fun.
What? All right. I thought he turned into an actress called Hayley Mills, but that's fine.
Yes, that is fine.
Yeah. But if you want to do that, that's good. Shakin' Stevens and the Sunsets. He's probably more Bill Haley at those points. Oh, he's all right, mate. He's just a rock and roller.
He's an entertainer and a shag machine.
Is he? Okay.
He's got 26 kids. Well, 8 or something.
Is he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't.
He's prolific in the groin area. There's a few comments. There's a funny one.
Right, okay.
This is going to go as badly as last week.
Too early for me. Right, and then Gary Glitter. We'll talking about that growing area.
All right, there we go. That was a bit of a segue.
Skipping over that.
I told you we rehearsed for an hour beforehand.
Status Quo and Shanghai played 2 nights. Well, actually played 3 nights because they did the Friday as well. March the 10th, 11th, 1976. There might be a couple of Status Quo t-shirts from that era coming up soon. Maybe later on tonight.
What, are you going to speak to the supplier, are you? The designer?
Yeah, I'll speak to the designer and say, mate, you are just holding us back here. Yeah, anyway, Uriah Heep and U-Boat. You've moved me to the mic, haven't you? You've moved the mic closer to the speaker. I can hear myself loud now. It's very disconcerting having an echo.
We can't hear it, so there you go.
You can't hear it.
Well, if I can't hear it, they can't hear it because I hear how the stream goes, mate. So you just need to be professional and, keep going. Come on, keep going.
Have you ever spoken with a delay? It's very difficult.
That is terrible. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Boots is saying, leave the funnies to the professionals.
Mate, come on.
You can't get it right, can you? I mean,
no.
The next thing you'll be saying is, I'm not contributing. Why should I contribute and give you £3 to help you for having a cup of tea for doing this show?
No, don't get me started.
That really did piss me off.
Yeah. Uriah Heep and you.
Anyway.
Can you do anything about that, mate? Because that's really annoying.
I don't know if I can. Let you. I'll turn you down.
You move the mic. Move the mic. Yeah, turn me down.
Right, see if that's that any better.
I don't know. I'm not speaking. All right, let's go.
Keep going.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, dear.
Right, Uriah Heep played.
Can you take the earphones out because we can? Oh, you can't hear us.
Hear it,
right, okay. Oh God. Right. Okay.
All right. Gary Glitter and the Glitter Band played March the 5th, 1978. Gordon Giltrap and John Gliver. March the 9th, 1978. I didn't listen to Gordon Giltrap this year, because I remember listening to him last year. I thought he's all right. Bad Company played 2 nights. March the 6th, 1979.
Oh, I wish I'd been at that.
Wish I'd been at that. Me too. But I did listen to Bad Company. Well, I do anyway, but I listened to them this week too. So they were good. And I saw that someone had posted that they went to the gig and thought, we'll just wait for the support band. But there was no support band. So they walked in and had started playing.
Oh dear.
They'd gone for a couple of pints and lauders, I think. And then went, oh no. But that'd be a good show. Graham Park and Rumour, supported by the Sports, played March the 9th, 1979. Oh, night after. Good week. Good week, that one. I quite like Graham Park and the Rumour. Don't know anything about the Sports. Nazareth, supported by Saxon, March the 9th, 1980.
Good gig.
Saturday night, Glasgow, Nazareth, Saxon. Good night. Vienna. Good night, Glasgow. Good night, Glasgow. That would be. I don't know how that guy used to sing like that, but amazing. You're an amazing singer, Dan McCafferty.
Unbelievable. Come back to that later.
Yeah, and you're a good band too.
Yeah.
Saxon probably would have been
fab.
They're blustery.
Hairy chest at best.
No wobble at best.
Yes.
What that they would be like in support.
Yeah, quite odd. Yeah, they were young though.
Do you think they were wearing the spandex? Or were they
I think so. 1980 was when they played Donington. That was the first Donington, wasn't it? And they were on the bill with Rainbow. Right. So I think they were in spandex by that time.
Is it denim and leather?
Tight jeans anyway, whatever it was.
Yeah. Denim and leather's Judas Priest, isn't it? Is it?
That's Judas Priest, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Denim leather's Saxon. Yeah, sorry.
Is it?
My brain's off, yeah.
Saxon would be, yeah. Anyway, Iron Maiden and Trust, March the 8th. March the 9th, March the 8th, 1981, a Sunday night.
One of the first gigs I was ever at.
Was it? In 1981?
Yeah, I think it was. It was either 81 or 82. It was the that the Number of the Beast tour? If it wasn't the Number of the Beast tour, then I wasn't there. I think it was.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Was it not?
It wasn't. No, it
You
wasn't.
sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they hadn't released Number of the Beast yet, because they still had Paul Di'Anno as a singer.
In 81, did they? Oh, such a much I know.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to see with Paul Di'Anno. I'd like to see them with him.
Yeah. I'd listened to. What did I listen to last night?
The terrible production of those albums, but they're good albums. They're good songs.
No, the second album is much better.
Aye, first one's like a punk album, isn't it?
Yeah, the second album is Killers.
Yeah.
And I listened to that. It's great. It's a good album. Good singing. Good singing on it.
He's a good singer, right? He was a good singer. He turned out a bit of a knob, but he was a good singer.
That's a job. And I listened to Trust as well this week.
They're good.
Pretty funny listening to Trust because they're just, the French heavy metal band. And it was all right. It's heavy metal. And just listening to the words, and then occasionally an English word just comes blasting through. And I think one of the songs are just banging away, going rah, rah, French heavy metal words, heavy metal music, and it just goes Belfast. I'm like, I think it's Belfast. I wasn't sure. I went, whoa, that's a bit weird. Didn't expect that. Elvis Costello and the Attractions with Dave and the Mistakes. One of the best names of a band.
It is good, that.
And the Mistakes played March the 10th, 1981. That would have been a good gig. Yeah, good band.
I'm definitely, Elvis Costello's grown on me quite a bit, like a fungus at the moment, but he's definitely grown on me.
Yeah.
I think because I've had a couple of people in here encouraging us to listen to them.
Yeah, but, they're a good band. Obviously,
Kenny said Nick about Bain was in Trust. Right, was he? There
yes,
you go.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
The man with the flat nose.
Yeah, boxing.
Somebody must have thumped him.
Accident. Oh, maybe it was an accident. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. Oh dear. Madness and Joe Boxers played March the 8th, 1983. I don't know what's going on here. Eating air earlier. Joe Boxers. I remember Joe Boxers.
Yeah, I remember them.
I remember Madness. What did they end up?
Joe Boxers were kind of, well, they were kind of quite difficult to put it. Pop, but with a bit of. They were okay. I mean, they weren't bad. They had quite a few hits, I think. Joe Boxers.
Yeah. I remember
Madness. I would have absolutely loved to have seen Madness at the Apollo. I'd have loved that.
Well, could you, if you're an impartial observer, standing at the side of the stage, looking out to the audience when the One Step Beyond came on? Imagine that.
What are they doing?
And the whole place just. That would have been so good to see.
It would have been brilliant. I'd love that.
Great.
It's funny again. I never really appreciated them when I was a kid.
I know. You have
spoken about before.
Polarized views. Yeah. Is it polarized? Is that right? That right word?
Can be if you're, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you've got a polarized view of the world. So it's like, this is what I like, nothing else.
Yes. Fiona, I think you're right. Boxer Beat. That is one of their songs. I remember that. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Fiona. You're absolutely right.
Good. It's good to have a non-hairy chest in the group to keep us right.
Absolutely.
And not just because you're a woman, Fiona. I mean, if you want a hairy chest,
you're digging a hole. Move on.
Go for it, mate. Just go for it. But
just move on. Man o' war. Jesus Christ.
Humans who have had babies. I heard that last week.
Sorry?
Anyway, a human who has had a baby. Man o' war.
People with uteruses.
No.
I don't like it down there again. It's doing my head in.
Man o' war.
Man o' war. There you go. It's an appropriate segue.
They did not
yuck
care for clothes.
No,
they just wore
music.
Fur of animals.
Weird band.
And lifted weights.
Have you heard the rescued recording?
Yeah.
That was just the crowd.
That guy's some singer.
He's a good singer. I don't know without a doubt he can sing, but my God, they've got quite a following,
Yeah. but they're of a style. Caveman heavy metal is caveman heavy metal.
Man of War.
You would have thought they would. You would have thought they would have dressed
Remember
as pirates.
Thor as well? There was like Man of War and Thor. I mean, they're utter rubbish.
Yeah.
Man of War, my
he's
mates and
turned
I watched
himself.
after 3 songs. They were fucking horrible and ridiculously loud. We went to the house and saw a local rock act. Yeah, that's but they do have their fans, you know. They definitely do, and they're still touring, you know. They're still touring. So, but yeah, it seems to be.
I would have thought they would have done pirates instead of cavemen, but it's called Man of War, for God's sake.
Yeah,
you know, Man o' War. I wonder if they got annoyed if their name was on a poster or a ticket or something that said Man of War, and they just chuck their salami sandwiches around, going, what? In some Spinal Tap moment.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Dave, have you seen my... Oh, they're not English, but I like the English way of doing it. Excuse me, Dave, have you seen my fur thong, mate? Have you seen it? No. Oh, it's in the dry cleaners, Barry. What am I doing? Right, okay. The Thompson Twins and Steve French played March the 10th, 1984. Thompson Twins, good pop act.
Yeah, not my taste.
Yeah, not your taste, but
something Boots would like.
But me, he likes Deep Purple.
I know he does, but I just have a sense he's a Thompson Twins fan. Just feel it. The more fancy Boots.
I remember the song. Something like that. And Steve French, sorry, Steve, if you're watching, didn't get around to listen to your stuff today.
I don't know his stuff either.
Maybe later. And Slade, this is a fantasy gig that I've added in just for gigs and something and kicks, because it shouldn't even go ahead. So I don't even know why it's there. But, yeah,
excellent.
It was meant to be there, but it's not. I don't know why.
But we can't argue.
Anyway,
we like a Slade gig, whatever it is, as long as it's not contemporary Slade, which is like, God, it's worse than Quo.
Contemporary Slade's all right.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I like this, Ian Bamford. If Sabbath want to play silly buggers, they should have confiscated my school jotters.
Yes, me too.
Might do it, yeah.
Me too. I had a big
that's very funny.
Black Sabbath cross.
Yeah, the cross.
My science jar. Strathclyde Regional Council. Thanks very much.
And here's someone else saying, Ricky saying, Necromandos sound a bit satanic. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wonder what they were like. Does anyone know what they sounded like? I bet they were like a folk band or something.
They'd be.
Get a Hold of the Badger, One Live Badger, a great prog album. Really?
All right.
Okay, right. Okay, I shall try. Thank you very much.
They should have changed their name.
Well,
Live Badger. Is that what you're saying?
Badger.
Every time I hear the word Badger,
I think Ian Bamford's been drinking tonight. Look at this. Did U-boat go down well?
Nice one, Ian.
God. And Fiona quite rightly goes boom boom. Yes, absolutely right.
It's very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Every time I hear the word Badger, I hear Ricky Fulton.
Why? What did he do about badgers?
Where'd you get a haircut?
Oh, right.
Half a badger. Every time. Every time I hear the word badger.
Someone else who's a bit of a Bad Company lover who didn't get to see them. I know. I saw them later, but I would like to have seen them. It's a bit like Free as well. You know, I'd love to two bands that I just didn't quite manage to see.
Yep.
I'd love to have seen them both. Seen them all the members. Well, the ones that are live, obviously. But it's just missed them really.
Good band. I would have loved to have seen Free.
Yeah.
I did listen to a bit of the bootleg today.
Yeah.
And it's the usual. It's crazy because it's like they're doing all right now, and it's like, damn, and the crowd are just going. Wait, and then there's a bit where he's doing the solo, and there's the drums are going, and they just go way off time. It's just, Oh, it's classic crowd.
Oh, well,
Classic crowd.
What the crowd do, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty
Kenny saying, Man of War, they were the big hair and ridiculous blondes. Yeah, they were unbelievable. Imagine them sitting down. Do you think they must have had like a meeting at school or something and said, right, what's our image going to be, boys?
At school? No, like maybe they were at rehearsals, right? So they're in rehearsals, just sitting about, and they're waiting for Joey. I think Joey was the bass player.
Aye.
I think. Joey Ramone. No, it wasn't Joey Ramone.
Not quite.
It was Joey something. Italian. Joey something. Anyways. But they're sitting there. Oh Christ, where is Big Joey, right? So he walks in with all the gear on.
Or not.
No, he's got the song on and the thing across the chest. He's like, what do you reckon, guys? And they're like, yeah, okay, let's
Can you,
mate? Nothing.
Imagine that in Glasgow. Can you imagine doing that in some music studio in Glasgow? Fuck, boof.
Well, you'd be freezing for a start.
You'd be cold. Look. Oh dear.
That does. I mean, fine physiques on the lads, you know.
Oh, well built, these boys. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. I love it. I do love these daft bands. I think they're great. Somebody else is saying the Thompson Twins, and yeah, there was 3 of them. I think that's Ian. How many pints have you had, Ian? How many pints have you had? Go on, admit it. How many pints have you had? Because I can sense a pint. We're getting accused of being Dudley Moore. Which one though? Who's Dudley Moore? It must be him. Him.
Oh, it's me going. All right. I say, Barry. What are you saying, mate? Yeah. Sorry, who's calling me? Reminds me of my local gym, says Ricky. Oh, right. Yeah.
Here's an update on my lack of knowledge about Iron Maiden in 1981. Iron Maiden's first tour at the Apollo was superb with a heavy rock DJ. Really? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Have you heard of that?
Yes. Iron Maiden had a
Is that on www.glasgowapollo.com where you should look if you want to know if a band ever played at the Apollo?
Hey, mate.
Is it? Get it on there. I didn't know that.
I think it's on the ticket.
All right, okay.
DJ.
That's another Man of War comment. They look like cartoons dressed like barbarians. Yeah, some roadie from the band gave us free tickets earlier in the day, and listen, reckons, oh dear.
Did you go? I wonder if they went. Or was that the guy who walked out? Was that the person?
Pete's just joined. Hello, Pete from the YouTubes. You need a bourbon? Stick with whiskey, mate. It's much better.
Same.
It's not the same. I don't mind bourbon. Oh.
Wheat, rye, whatever.
Every time I hear the word Badger, I think of bloody Brian May. Yeah, he looks like one. Yeah. Pete, you're saying about T-Rex. Yeah, we don't like T-Rex anymore because the management company are a bunch of idiots. Look at this.
What's happening? How come your chat updates? This is rubbish.
Badger should change their name to Beaver. Yeah, much more appropriate. But a bit of a frog, I'm not sure that would really be appropriate for a band that's playing music. But anyway, I'm just checking if there's anything else because there's a whole lot.
Yes, Fiona, that is really them. You're right. It is a bit weird that they dress like that.
It's very, very odd.
No way is that really them. Who? Man of War supported Bowie at Murrayfield.
Well, I don't think so.
I did not know this.
Badger? Did Badger support? I can't imagine Bowie had bad. Yeah, we're losing the plot here. There's too many comments. That's the problem.
He probably had Thompson Twins.
Badger's a good joke within the Apollo community. You're not kidding. And then Boots, I'm with you. Prefer Fanny to Beaver. Yeah, me too. I much prefer Fanny to Beaver. As they say stateside, Man of War suck. Yeah, they do. They're rubbish. I can sense this is a joke here. Did Badger play a long set? Oh God! Right, we're going to go on. This is going to go on all night. We've got to stop. Right, stop. This is where you need to control the comments. You see, we need to learn how to control the comments, Andy. We need
one of these. What they call moderators.
a wee minion to tell everybody to shut up. Right, how's it been on the socials this week? It seems to have been busy again.
It's pretty good this week. We have had 6,766 viewers. Active member. What's happening with you? What are you laughing at?
Just the nutters in the chat. I can't help laughing
Right,
at it.
okay. Oh, I'm on the Lafroig. So
Lafroig's now. There's a wee dram. I like Lafroig. Good stuff.
Choose the Fanny, not the Danny. Okay, Pete. Thank you.
Come on.
Good God. Split Beaver. Good God.
Can we please talk about socials?
Badgers are becoming a victim of cancel culture.
We need a T-shirt, Andy. Badger, Glasgow Apollo. Yeah.
We get banned probably.
I know. No, absolutely.
Active members, we had 7,000. No, we didn't. We had 6,766. So close to 6,666.
Nearly.
100 off. Post 58 posts, probably more now because that was last night. That was your morning. Comments 1,130 and reactions 3,849. 744 people posted and 43,882 viewed, which is amazing. And there's probably 43 or 44 or 45 or 46 new members. I don't know because there might have been some overnight that you added. And that's great. Thank you very much for joining and contributing your fabulous memories to the Apollo. I noticed some good ticket collections again this week. Yeah, it's good. Who's that? Was Zal Clemson playing the Nazareth at the Apollo for the 78 gig? What 78 gig? Because we're in
the Nazareth 78 gig. What other gig?
Well, we only mentioned the 1980 gig, but
the 81 one. All right, I see.
Yeah. Well,
yes,
see,
yes,
yeah, probably yes.
You did, yeah.
For the 78, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
78, not sure.
Was there anything stuck out in the socials for you this week that you?
No, it was all good fun.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
No, it was a good fun. There was a couple of nutters, but I bailed them quick smart. No, nothing. It was all good.
Quite enjoyed. Sorry.
What did you like?
I quite enjoyed these things. I mean, they weren't directly about the Apollo, and I'm sorry, I had your names on here, but they've disappeared, so I can't remember off the top of my head. Just some of the artwork that people have seen around town. The one on the right, there was actually the artist said that was his painting. It's really good, actually. And the one on the left's in the Rumour venue. And I think it's great that he's looking up. It's brilliant. I really like it. So these were good. I really enjoyed them. And the other things I enjoyed this week, there's a couple of things. I've shown this one already. I just love that Sabbath poster and how, I mean, look at the state of Ozzy Osbourne there. And why is there only 3 of them?
Yeah, I did notice that. I was thinking, was Bill Ward on the... was he not there for that?
Aye. But, and then...
that doesn't really look like... that looks like... What's his name?
Is that Vinny Appice rather than?
It does look like him, but it's not. It's not actually. It could be it looks slightly like a British comedian who had the googly eyes.
Oh yes, I remember him. Yes.
Yeah.
But,
it doesn't look like he's a butler though.
It's quite odd. I thought.
It is
but great venues there. If you look at it, the Apollo, Greens Playhouse, Liverpool Stadium. Now, I don't know what that is, whether it's a stadium or not. I can't believe it would be a stadium, 73. There weren't that many stadium gigs back then. Manchester Hard Rock, and I wonder what that one is. I don't know what that one is at all. Must have been then Birmingham Mayfair, I know where that is. Cardiff, the Capitol Theatre, the Rainbow, a classic, and then the City Hall, another classic. But it's quite a small tour for a band that were doing really rather well at that point.
Yeah, all dates sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one, of course, the Mighty Boots posted his boots again. It's like a fetish. He has to do it every couple of weeks. But it was a good question. he asked everybody, what was your first and last gig? And of course, there's hundreds of folk have responded to it, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
So you're good at marketing and nothing else, Boots. You see, you've got your uses, mate. So yeah, thank you very much for posting that. I really like that, actually. Another one I like this week. I'll leave it, actually. I will come back to it. I'll come back to it later, because there's a relevance to it. But a few things here in the chat. It was 79 was the tour. Zal was with them here stateside. All right, outstanding guitarist and showman. I'd like to have seen him. I mean, I don't like the stuff he's done recently with trying to sing. He's not a singer, but a lot of folk went to see him and thought he was fantastic. I'd love to have him on the show. I really would. And Pete here saying Anfield. I can't believe Sabbath played Anfield in 74.
And nah, it wouldn't be.
Because they're playing all these wee, standard venues, and then Anfield, maybe in Birmingham. But if they're playing, the Mayfair in Birmingham, it would be certainly be more like Birmingham City's ground than Anfield. You would have thought, but I don't know. Maybe there's. I don't know.
Nah, I think
stranger things have happened. You're chatty tonight, folks. This is good. I like this. Yeah, Pete just guessing. No, I get that, mate. And I thought the same thing. I thought stadium. It could be. There's someone there saying, "Hi, Michael. Zala's the mate. Ask him. Oh, I would love him on. I mean, I would love him on. It's one of these things about the Apollo, Michael. That it is Michael, isn't it? Yeah. The classic Alex Harvey, sensational Alex Harvey band gigs at the Apollo. There's very few recordings. There's very few images. There's just virtually nothing about it, and we just love to hear about it because a lot of fans were there, and a lot of the fans have got better memories than the band. But it would just be great to yes, we'd love them on anytime. Absolutely anytime. It would be fun. Yeah. Thanks for mentioning it. It would be fantastic. There's a very cheeky comment from a young man. Scott's obviously not getting his daily. What?
I love Alex Harvey songs. Don't talk to the cheeky wee wallop. Whelp, whatever
it's called. But there's
anyway.
no stuff in the social. We'll probably not do that this week because there's just there's a couple of other things I want to talk about tonight. But it's great as usual. Absolutely brilliant. Here's a big. Let me just read this because it's too long up. I can put it on the screen, but right. One wee fact about Necromanda. Oh,
that's right. That was in the back of my mind. This fact.
All right. So the guitarist Barry Dunnery went on to work with Ozzy's initial Positive Oz. All right, and was the brother of guitar wizard Francis Dunnery of UK prog band Bites. Ah, right. Okay, didn't know that. There you go. It's a small world.
You've forgotten. He did. He emailed us about that.
Did he?
Francis Dunnery did.
Did he? Oh, no, come on, mate.
Yeah, I don't know why he emailed us, but I remember him emailing us going.
Oh gosh, he did. Yes. Sorry, my brain was going click, 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 click. Yes, he did. Yes, absolutely. Bloody hell.
I don't know why.
No. Well, he just thought we were marvellous, mate. Just thought we were marvellous.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe he was looking up Necromandus. That's what it was. He was looking up Necromandus, probably.
Yeah.
See where his brother played. And then saw in an email.
This wonderful website and Facebook group. Anyway.
What's happened this week? Has one flooded in?
We haven't had one. Actually, you know what? I haven't even checked. That's really unprofessional, isn't it? But this one, what I did wanted to say though, but it was great last week, wasn't it? Watching the other ones, and seeing the clips that we showed. So, just I wanted to say thank you to those who've already done it. And if anyone does want to have their memory recorded, I put a thing on it's at the top of the group just this afternoon. So if you'd like to some help doing that, I'd be delighted to help. Me and Andy are pretty good at this stuff now. We can rustle something up quite quickly. Just let me just have a quick look in case anybody has. Dave Meniketti. I'm chasing Dave Meniketti of Hawaiian Tea to try and get him on the show. He's emailed me, but he's just said I can't talk to you at the moment. Oh, thanks.
Good. It's nice that he let you know that he couldn't talk.
Well, he is communicating.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's good.
he is communicating.
No, I do. I remember that. Well, I saw. Yeah, we both saw them twice. Did you see them? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, support act and then that
Yeah.
funny, weird headlining tour.
Yeah,
But
that was great. That was just
anyway, so your mic's
Yeah.
getting in and out like no idea, mate. I don't know if everybody can hear Andy at all because it's sounding a bit dodgy at my end. Well, that's doing your Man of War impression.
No. What was this one?
And James is appreciating your. Who is that over there Facebook user that was talking about it bites? Let James know. Who was it? Peter.
It was Peter.
Thank you, Peter. Very good.
No, it wasn't. Was it someone? I don't know.
Kenny
Brown. It was Kenny Brown.
Hello, Kenny.
It Base, great band. I love
amazing band, and they're one of these bands that you don't think, because they had that hit single "Calling All the Heroes." Remember that?
Yeah.
And it was like the guitars up here. They're all looking a bit like a bunch of hairdressers, and then you get into their music and what they're doing now. They're a terrible state. They're all like some of these posers.
Well, they look if your guitar's up here, it looks a bit Haircut 100 now.
It does look a bit Haircut 100. Yeah, there was a trend, wasn't there? But they went on to produce some of the best, I think, some of the best prog music ever. Fantastic. Some of it quite pop rock, but pop prog, but very, very good. A great band. And the main man at it now is the guy who's in Frost, and he's in Arena, and he was the guitarist for Fish on his tour. Boom, boom, got my weekly Fish mention in. So there you go.
I think you spelled Fish wrong.
I saw that. So yes, if you do want to contribute to that, get in touch. There's as I say, on the Facebook group, there's a little box you can click, and that gives you half an hour of my diary. Anytime you can fit it in, and we'll film you, and then I'll edit it for you, and we'll get it done. Because I do, and Andy agrees that these are really important. I think just seeing them last week was just brilliant. It was just brilliant because it just proved how cool it was to see and hear the stories. So. A guitarist friend told me the reason Francis Dunnery was so good was because he had big hands and he could play notes that others couldn't. He compared him to Hendrix. My goodness, that's something to compare somebody to. But
he is a good guitarist. Yeah.
And then there's another Ian.
Oh, they're a great band.
Top notch. Half a continent bites play in Kino. Yeah, do you know I've never listened to them, Ian? I don't know if they're any good. Oh God, here's another. I'll tell you what, the funny bones are out tonight. Haircut 100, does that mean there were 99 dodgy ones? Have you ever heard Haircut 100? I can't
imagine. That guy's a good guitarist. I liked him.
Well, the bass player is one of the best players ever. Nick Begg. I mean, he's one of the greatest.
Good. You got it wrong. Man.
I did that before, didn't I? I did that before.
Yeah.
At least I'm consistent.
Maybe the bass player was a fantastic day. That's right.
That was it. Yeah, Fiona.
See, you need the calming influence of Fiona there just to keep us in check.
Half sane. So, we're going to play a bit of music.
Oh, brilliant. There's Peter Carey. Says, "Hi guys, the t-shirts are brilliant. Bought 2 nights for the Clash 1980.
Very good.
And was there both nights. London Calling. Well, that's good. Glad you like
it. Like hearing that.
Yeah, send us a picture. Send us 2 because you've got 2 t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 pictures.
The womanly influence. That's quite right there, Fiona. Quite right. Just
I'm not saying it. I'll get into trouble.
Keeping the man of war cavemen.
Keep them down in the caves.
Keep us down.
Yeah. Just as always, I'd just like to give a shout out to Jack and the team about Rescued Recordings, because again, this week they've just released today a recording of one of the earlier Skinner gigs, which I haven't listened to yet, but it's great to see these things coming out every week. So it's fantastic, and it was nice. The recording last week of the Alarm I thought was excellent, and I've actually sent that to the Alarm. Suggesting that because you guys found this, that they should come on the show and let us interview them. So
tenuous, but yeah.
But you got to try.
Yeah, I did. Last week I did have a listen to. I did do a wee bit of research on Mike Peters after the show. Yeah, he's had a
Terrible.
tough trot, as they say.
He certainly has. It's a real shame.
But I think he's on the mend now. But yeah, good. It's a good band.
They're playing locally to me quite soon, actually. I think it's in a couple of weeks. So I might
Right.
actually just go over and see them because they're playing the Leamington Spa, which is as posh as it sounds.
Right.
But it's only half an hour. Well, yeah, half an hour from here. So
Well, maybe I could make up an alarm T-shirt and then you could
wear
wear
it
it
at the front.
and then go.
Yeah.
Maybe what?
Aye. Where'd you get that from? You'd probably say, you're not allowed that. Copyright infringement. Take it off.
Who's that? Someone said the Who 81 was my very first. I love the T-shirts. The Who 81 was my very first hologram. Oh, I bet you that's Jimmy. Jimmy in America.
Well, let's just put some of these T-shirts up. How are we doing with the T-shirts? How many have we got now?
I think there's 47.
Is there any of the gigs we were at there yet? Have you done any? Have you done a single one yet? You haven't, have you?
No.
Does everybody else's gigs, but he doesn't do ours? It's weird behaviour.
It's just what I get to. Takes a bit of time, you know.
I know, but you need to be selfish here, mate. You start with ours and then get everybody else's.
No. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, I want to wear one at the get together and send you a photograph. You see, so you need to get them so I can wear one and send you one on the 17th of July.
What get together? What are you talking about?
The Apollo get together.
Oh, that Apollo get together.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we've actually had a contact with a press request has flooded in.
All right.
Asking us what we're doing on the 17th. I'm not sure I should tell them. But
come along.
Come along, come along. I mean, Billy Sloan and the guys will all be in the Cobbers bar, so they can meet you there.
Cobbers?
But so looking forward to it. Do you remember that bar? It was a good bar. That's where we used to go occasionally. The one under the bridge, remember? Was it Mr. McCobbers?
Yes.
It was.
I don't know. Is that the blue one? No.
Or
is that the chips? There's a chip shop there.
Oh, I've made a mistake. I've said July. It's June. Kenny, sorry. It's June, mate. It's June. Sorry. Got that wrong. A few folk are reminding me there. Attention to detail. The thing is, I haven't had a drink. I've literally, you know what I just had? I had some concentrated lemon juice because I've got a cold. And then I had some ginger juice. And now I'm gagging for a glass of wine. So I'll be better after I've had a glass of wine. I promise. Right. But anyway, if you would like to come along to that, there are a few tickets left. It'll be a great laugh, and it's in June at Lauder's Bar. The same night, I think, as Diana Ross is playing in Glasgow. So,
well, get her along.
Well, we'll invite her. I'm sure she'll come. I mean, she definitely remembers all her gigs at the Apollo. That's actually Frank Lynch's favourite ever gig from the Apollo was Diana Ross. He was starstruck, so he said.
I think he was more enamoured of the lady than the gig. I mean, like that would. I mean, Diana Ross is a pretty beautiful woman.
She certainly was.
Yeah.
Not a bad chanter either. What's this saying here? Make Billy Sloan buy a ticket for June, but Tom Russell can get in for free. I'm not commenting on that. It's too early for a drink. It is for Andy. Pete, where are you? It's not for me. It's 10:30. It's definitely drink o'clock, and I've been such a good boy this week. There's a few other comments here before we go into music.
No, James. It would not be a chain reaction. I don't think you understand.
Oh, Jesus.
The chain reaction. No.
Andy, get a quick flight. Your mate is talking shite. There you go, Andy. You're a poet as well. I tell you, that's quite poetic. Oh my goodness, what's my machine?
Well, it might be quick, but it's expensive. So.
Oh, your sound's just improved, dude. What did you just do? Crocus, good gig, but sparse audience in the circle. Yeah, I like Crocus. A lot of folk don't like them, but I like them. Good band.
Dislike Tonight, yes. Good song, Kenny.
Definitely a good song. So I think we should talk about Nazareth, don't you?
I think
we should talk about Nazareth. There was a few
bits. The town? We're talking about the town?
Oh, dear. Right. Now, these pictures are from the 81 gig. And I'm sorry, my whole bloody thing collapsed before we came on, so the names have all gone off. So I can't give you a name check. My sincere apologies. I'd hate that. But so there was a bit of chatter about Nazareth and how good Nazareth were on the Facebook group. Quite a lot of it this week, and folk were, just remembering how good a band they were. And this gig in '81, I think this was the gig where Dan was trying to get the fans up onto the stage, but didn't quite make it. But there was remember when it was a double stage, Andy? Remember there was the bit at the front as well sometimes. So it quite often confuses people when they see pictures. I think that's not the Apollo because they can see press people standing taking photographs.
That's just
it was the Apollo. Just they had a bit at the front sometimes, a bit of scaffolding or whatever. But by all accounts, this was a great gig and just a great band. And we're going to play some Nazareth because I must say, I think we've underplayed them, mate.
Oh, mate, they are such a
great band. And the good news, everybody, is I got in touch with Billy Rankin, and he's coming on the show. So he's going to come on and tell us about not.
You've just gone quiet, mate. Your mic has just gone off. Yes. I have to lip read. Lip reading for the deaf, the blind. Yeah, I was going to say...
The world of pop music has been a multi-million-dollar global industry for at least 30 years now, and Scotland was able to participate because here in Glasgow there was a venue capable of holding the supergroups for their live concerts. But after 12 years as Scotland's prestigious rock and roll theatre, the Glasgow Apollo bit the dust on June the 16th, 1985.
We're a good one there, actually. The stage has really got to be the highest stage in the world. And of course, we used to tell all the American acts because that's because of the Glasgow Punters, pal, And you've got to keep them back, And we played there one night, and there was two guys actually made it onto the stage. I don't know how they did it. And the bouncers were going to throw them off, and we were saying, no, give them a prize. How did they get up there? And they did,
Can you sing? Can you sing the word cocaine? Are you sure? 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good. Thank you!
That was good.
No, it wasn't.
Aye, it was. I
Was
played
it?
that deliberately because, you know, it's the GJ Cale song and it's a brilliant song. And I love the version of it. I just
No.
thought I'd do a different. I know you were wanting some, but I wanted a bit of nuance tonight, mate. Do you not like that?
No.
Didn't like it.
No.
Did everybody else like it? I liked it. I thought it was brilliant.
No one liked it.
Yeah, they did.
Love
Ah,
Nazareth, but that's probably the worst version of cocaine I've ever heard.
Somebody once quipped, this is Ricky, that Dan McCafferty of Nazareth didn't need a microphone. Yeah, quite believe that. And Ian Bamford saying, oh dear, that's probably the worst version of cocaine I've ever heard. Well,
Yeah.
I never played Telegram. I had Telegram off, but I wanted to play it. I just wanted to play it. I like it. I like it.
Jeez. Of all the Nazareth songs, you play a cover version.
Yeah, no, but they were good at cover versions, and they were a good band. You could
They
tell.
were. Well, you should have played this flight tonight then.
Yeah, well, I could have played that. Maybe play it next week. But anyway, I liked it, and I had to do the editing. So
I don't get defensive, mate. Jeez, oh.
Yeah. But and then also Faith Healer, yeah. Well, maybe Faith Healer. I need to play something else. Yeah, I do, but couldn't play anything else tonight because we can't do it. So that's all we can play tonight. So
Who's Faith Healer? Kenny Brown. Doesn't Nazareth play Faith Healer?
I don't know.
Seeing as that's an Alex Harvey song. Is it? No, it's not. Is it Faith Healer?
It's
It's an Alex Harvey song.
There's some
Maybe they did a
random
version.
comments here as well. Look, somebody else is saying, so it bites.
Broken Down Angel, another classic.
A fantastic song. I love it.
Yeah.
Really good song.
So you played a song that's not indicative of
No, I don't agree. I like it. I think it's a good song. I've always liked that. I remember when I heard it and I thought, oh God, Eric Clapton. You know, I didn't know it was a DJ Cale song at the time. And then I think it's better than Eric Clapton. I like it. So
Ian Baird, not a great version, but not to be sniffed at. Oh, Ian, comedy gold. As per usual.
Rooftops. Where was Rooftops, Andy?
Just above, isn't that
On the top of a building somewhere.
Is that where It Bites played? I don't know why.
Rooftop. There was a place in Edinburgh called Rooftops.
Yeah. Is that what I don't know the reference. Is it Pete? What's he talking about? Rooftops, good shout. What does that mean?
It Bites. Somebody said that It Bites played at Rooftops.
Oh, I saw them there.
Yeah. So where was it then?
I think it was Rooftops. It was on Sucky Hall Street. Night.
Right. Someone else is saying Sucky Hall Street as well.
Yeah. I just remember it had a long sort of flight of stairs. So
if you would like to hear
we saw them do. I think I saw them do the two. They did. I think we watched them do the sound check as well. We were so early, and there was about 5 people. No. I don't know. No, mate, I'm not wrong. Hey,
the reason I chose it, 1, I like it. 2, the crowd were friggin' amazing. It was fabulous. If you want to hear the rest of that gig, I'm not sure it's on Rescued Recordings, but it is on YouTube. And what I've done is I've stuck one of the first song. I think there's 14 songs on YouTube. They're not all together. I did try to download them all and put them together for you, but I couldn't for some reason. YouTube wasn't playing today either. If you go onto the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Glasgow Apollo Live, right at the top of the bit where, you know, band Rescued Recordings have called it, should be Nazareth. And if it's not there, it'll be there tomorrow. And you can follow that link and that'll take you to the rest of that show. It's a really good show. I listened to the whole of it. It was absolutely fantastic.
All right, I'm gonna give it a blast.
See if you can download it, because I tried, but it wouldn't.
From where? From YouTube.
From YouTube. It just wouldn't. The thing I use just wouldn't. It tried downloading them, mate, but it just wouldn't finally take them through. So everybody, that's about it for this week. Now remember, you've been listening to Glasgow Apollo Live with me, Scott MacArthur, and him, Andy Muir. We're hoping that some of you will come across to Zoom and have a drink and a chat with us. It's always good fun. And the link is really simple. glasgowapollo.com/Zoom. It's got a lot easier than it used to be. If you go off and you're looking for it and can't remember, go to the top of the Facebook group. And every week I post about, within an hour of the start of the show, instructions for all the different things you can do, and one of them is joining the Zoom link. It's a good laugh. And what are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I was thinking about Saint and Greavsie.
Well, somebody mentioned it last week, and I thought it was. We've had a lot of abuse, but that wasn't quite as abusive. So I thought that we could take that. You know, I'm not prepared to say who's Saint and who's Greavsie though. Jack's got the Nazareth 76 gig with the bomb scare. Yeah, I don't think I've heard that, Ian. I might have, but yeah, they're fantastic.
I haven't heard it.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's a good little tale about that. I'll probably tell it again.
Well, maybe when we have a Nazareth week, we can drag out all these Nazareth stories.
Right.
The other thing that's quite cool, if you look on the Glasgow Apollo website, www.glasgowapollo.com, where you can find out who played at the Apollo, rather than asking in the Facebook group.
When and
who and everything else. If you have a look for Nazareth on there, according to the information that we have, they played first of all in 71, they played 73, then they played again 74, 75, so they liked the Apollo 76 twice, 77, 79, 80, and then their final gig at the Apollo in 1981. And I was meant to go to that, and I didn't get to it. And I think that was the one. Was that the one with Vic Verget supporting, or was it Saxon? I don't remember. I can't remember if it's right. But if you look on the web page and then click on the comments, there's loads of comments about Nazareth. There's obviously a lot of love for Nazareth in this room, and a few of the names actually, like Kenny Anderson and Trevor Fordingham, are still members of the group. Jamie J. Smith, still contributing.
I like that. I sometimes see. I'll go there and have a look and go, oh yeah.
Isn't it funny how behaviour changed though, mate? Isn't it? Because it used to be you had to have these groups. Because when Andy designed the website, that was unusual to have such a good chat area. But
it's a nightmare to program.
I remember it was a nightmare. But folk just don't use it anymore, and it's not a criticism of the Apollo group.
I kind of switched it off.
Everybody goes on to Facebook now, and it's But the weird thing is, with all this hassle with Facebook, you know, it's a lot safer on the website than it is on Facebook, which is quite ironic. Anyway, so thanks for tuning in. We really do appreciate it, and then hopefully next week we'll have a guest. There's two possibilities, Billy Rankin, and there's one other one, but I'm not going to say who it is yet because there's no point because it's not confirmed yet. So, but we do appreciate you tuning in. Please come across to Zoom. That'd be great. I'm going to put that thing back up again just in case. My name's Scott MacArthur,
and my name is Andy Muir.
Good night. We'll see you on Zoom.